carapace from blue, and the Nilfgaard is trying to sneak in.
Yep. It's nice. Interesting draws from Lemoni here. He does get Self Eater in hand, doesn't get the Operator after the mulligans. On the other hand, we have Tomciu. Got a lot of tactics. He did get a mirror. I don't know how, when exactly you want to deploy a mirror, because he's quite the crucial card in this list. Like, he might use it to push round 1. We'll see. He does draw the Fire Scorpion with the final mulligan, and there's a lot of tactics, so that could be an idea.
I'm so damn thirsty. It's a pity I can never finish.
We see the Self-Eater opener. Of course, Curse Scroll is nice, but you cannot draw 11th card into your hand, so you have to start with something.
Just boost it a little, protect it. Well, let's see what Tomciu opens up with. He doesn't have an assassination, right? So he wasn't going to die instantly or anything like that.
It could have gotten enslaved immediately, maybe.
Yeah, that's the idea, I think. It's pretty much the only threat that required this boost. Alright, might see some splitting going on. The problem is, with this Fire Scorpion being deployed, Lemon doesn't really have an answer to it right now. So it's going to get some value, some damaging value. And if he splits the Self-Eater, right, the chances are it's going to die.
Yeah, there are amnesties as well, so you don't really want to lose all the Self-Eaters to the other side.
Exactly.
This deck is also, if I'm not mistaken, was occasionally running the Toad Prince, but not in this version. Other cards became the staples. So yeah,
I think so, yes.
The Toad Prince is like crafted specifically for this Nilfgaard. You can eat the machines, they don't have the way to buff their machines, basically. You have Hefty Helga, Emir. Eat all you want, Buffet, but no cards on its own.
And it really would have come in handy this time around, because now with the Tourney Joust, Tomciu does have a way to clear this second Self-Eater that came from Operator. I think that's something that might happen. We're about to find out anyway. Nice hard orders, I have to say. These are modifications, I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is, I think, Riri made, transferred 4 of them from Rogue Mage. Rogue Mage's biggest contribution to Gwent, one might say.
Much. Yeah. Well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so we do see Emir, right?
Emir, yeah. He does want to push this round a bit. Let's draw the Amnesty. This is a nice card in this matchup. Very nice card.
Yeah, has 2 pinks. If Lemon plays a unit, will be, what, 3 pinks already. So there is some action on this second Self-Eater.
It is a commit, but this puts Lemon in a very awkward spot already, I would say, because of lack of control, right? And there's already, if you think about it, like 3 engines kind of ish on Tomciu's board. They are very synergistic with each other as well.
Yep.
So it is a commit, but it's a good commit, I think. The reason why Lemon's roping a bit in these past couple of turns, because he does have to do some math. He's trying to overload with the Self-Eaters, but I have I have a clue, and I think a lot of them are about to either die or move to the other side.
Yeah, the treason is happening, and the treason card is not featuring. In just the Amnesty, and Self-Eater is like, I gotta travel. I've been in this monster land.
Oh, we're about to find. Oh, I think after this, then Tomciu's gonna have more Self-Eaters.
Yeah, yoink.
That's 1.
And the kill.
That's 2. Yep. Oh, brother.
Oi, 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 oi. All those
like
engines. And
like
for
this,
what?
This card deck was made to do this.
So Tomciu was prepared,
Oh, no.
like, okay, I'll struggle a little bit in the quarterfinal, but if I queue into someone playing relics, I gotta have them all.
Not the relics deck, man. Decked into the fucking golden Nicker relics. Okay. Well, so far, I mean, 3 self-eaters on his side. Really, really good.
Yeah. Not much you can do in terms of proccing them, as no assimilate spice available, or no spice in general available in this list, but answering them is good enough already.
Funniest thing is, with all this kind of control, it puts Lemon below 25 points, kind of, so the Witch Apprentice couldn't be deployed early anyway. And even if it is, like, it drops at 6 points, and it's gonna either die to a Joust or get amnestied, right?
Yeah. So
Very. This round just goes to Tomciu, like, at this point, it seems pretty clear.
yeah, all those amnesties are also ruining the chances for a good Necromancer stone value.
Exactly.
Splitting the pairs.
This is just like it really feels like he teched for golden Nicker relics. Holy moly. What a round. Oh, and the Nickers comes out.
Yeah. The dog
Oh.
is wasting
Not
3
very
points.
useful. Not very useful this time around. As you said, not a lot of bronzes in Lemon's graveyard. Like, it's exclusively self-eaters, right? Makes the
Yeah,
tone.
and he also played all of them, so Necromancy is the only way to bring it like doubled. Of course you have Incubus, but that's not the Necromancer stone value. Tomciu still has Hefty Helga, which is of course protected by the shield, so monsters can only hope to lock it.
Exactly. That's pretty much the only solution for this Hefty Helga. And because Tomciu does not play Defender or something like that, so it's not defended like by a lock, it cannot be protected in that way. I do expect to see some, well, we do have to see some plays from Tomciu right now. If nothing else, like a little soft bleed to keep the card advantage. Would be nice. And interesting, like, Lemon didn't even deploy like a gun cannon. It really is a tough position for Lemon after this round 1.
Yep. So
I'd see a Helga drop right now, actually.
yeah, you can heat check.
Yeah, pretty much like a check. Check for lock.
And there we go.
This is a very good trade for Lemon.
Yeah, even provision-wise, you win 2 provisions.
Provision,
Point-wise, you get something. There is no Monster Purify special that Lydia can roll into, so
Yep.
it's basically it for the Hefty Helga. So how much do you spend here? Okay, we do see establishment of the carryover and 3 bronzes on top of the deck.
Yep. I do expect him to go into this round.
Okay,
He's in a long round. Lemon with the relics. It's very powerful. In a long round. Not the greatest diplomacy.
yes, you can buff the slave trader. Although,
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
anything you play kinda dies to 4 damage. But okay, decides not to.
Yeah, this unfortunately, this diplomacy was very bad. Like only 4 points.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Okay, so Lemon at least must be happy to have Magna Divisions to play
It's a
with.
pity I can never finish.
Yep.
They are 5 provisions. They are kinda necessary to thin your deck. a little
We do
bit.
see another boost. We do see another boost being used. Likely to prevent an enslaved situation happening. I don't know, like Tomciu has some bad tactics in his hand. If nothing else, he can just play them out. If he feels like he's going to lose the card advantage in this round, he can just play the bad cards, right?
Yeah, I mean, he won on even, so just trade in, especially looking at Lemon's hand. Sure, he can establish like Gankian into the graveyard for the tome, but other than that, well, yeah, Tomciu says 2 rounds is much faster than 3 rounds. So I'll go full offensive. Leader flies out, and Lemon is refusing to play relics basically.
Yeah. Yes, for a relics deck, there's a surprisingly low number of relics happening, I guess. This, I mean, he's highlighting the Riptide. It could be played, but I don't think it's. Yeah, probably a better idea just to get ahead with something. It's like now I have the final crone that's consuming 3 units. Not very useful.
Yeah. You also have the Necromancer Stone like triggering the Deathwish ability, so so many consumes, but nothing really to do with them.
At least now he has a pocket for Gankan, finally. Like, one that survives. Finally play that bronze. And I do expect to see it drop right about now.
Yeah.
He's being open deck lists. It's expected to play a stake there. A bit of time to look what's left for the opponent in the deck or in hand. But yeah, Gankan, just the expected play. Now what does Menno hold? What does he have left? He has a coup, right, in the deck?
Yeah, there is a coup to combine with Joachim.
Yep.
If you
If he
feel
wishes
like
to do
it.
so.
If you wish to keep the Joachim coup combo for later. Battle Prep and Buford. There's also Syria. I know Tomciu also had some mishaps yesterday, playing Joachim into Stefan early
exactly.
on. So
Yeah.
today it looks much better here in terms of like draws, cards present in hand, and also the matchup. So should be in control here. Although at the moment, yeah, 10 points behind. Continues trading somewhat.
I think it makes sense.
Bad hand.
Now it's gonna be like a Whispers or an Apprentice. Someone's like in a fair lead. He can drop the worst card from his hand, really. One that he doesn't expect to survive, and it's probably gonna be a Bruves.
Yep.
Essentially, I think Tomciu's trying to trade at this point, like. But nope, it's a Witch Apprentice. Well, it's not going to get tomed anyway.
Well.
Leader charge is interesting. Like, this is not a. Tomciu did use his enslave in round 2, but at least he got like all the boosts from Lemon as well. And at this stage, not much to play. Like, the cards in Tomciu's hands are pretty alright. Value bleed is not going to be easy anymore. Could play like a Menno into a drunk tactic. It could even play like a dead coup de grace to continue bleeding, right?
Yeah, I can do that. If you
It's not that, right? He can.
If he plays a bronze, okay, he goes for it. Probably just taking a bronze. No, okay. So
Yeah, exactly.
he listens to you. Takes
it
the
makes
advice.
sense, right?
There we go. Makes sense.
Puts the coup on top. This is a solid trade, actually. I guess Bruves is kept for full series.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the regular A being played, I guess that's the way to go. Essentially, I think Tomciu could have like damaged the Incubus by 1 and then get a pool that functions, but it's not going to get him much value. It's not going to do much for him. And depending on the graveyard situation, might not even be a good idea. Still, like Menor into a Riptide, I think that's a fair trade. Let's have the battle prep from carry over left, so does
Yeah,
lose the card advantage, but it might be fine still.
no real angles to hero pass for Lemon as well. Knowing Joachim might be present. But okay, so answer to Siri, as we mentioned, this cap. Golden Necker is there. The
Now
value
the
of this
situation
Golden
flips,
Necker.
right?
Gun
Well, the
cap.
Tom's not gonna be good. Tom's not gonna be good. We can tell. We can say that much right now. Like Gunkan, maybe if he
Gunkian
gets
and
it.
Incubus. So
Yeah.
you get something, but Unicorn is okay. Obtained for Tomciu. He needs 2 units. He needs an extra tactic for the Magni division. And as all, okay, he mulligans that. I mean, he has 2 tactics, so it's fine. The problem with this is if you hit Magni division, you can draw
Yeah.
into Stefan, and
Yep.
it happened yesterday, so there are problems.
Risky stuff right there. Lemon actually like managed to really flip things around in round 2. He got the card back. He managed to keep the Necker. He does have an answer in his deck for a full series, so
Oh, and he hit. Well, he hits the unit, but Lemon is good at the video game.
yeah.
He didn't break
Got-
all the stuff that was like unicorn on top.
Crazy. This is a crazy good Necker. Holy. Yep. My goodness.
So yeah, could have gotten Guncan or Unicorn onto the open board, which is questionable, but not by now years of casting and also experience as the official CDPR
Made the
qualifiers
difference.
participant, it pays off. Lemon just makes the play.
Yep. Just slam the card, I guess. I could see a coup de grace right now. No? Like an instant answer for one of the self eaters may have been worth it. He protects the Scorpion from the Unicorn combo.
Its root.
Wait, is this even playing tactic from hand? So you play Joachim, you get Stefan. Instead of Magna Division, your second coup is like pulling that Magna Division, right? Potentially.
Problem is, Brues is going to probably cancel those plans out, right? Because
yeah.
it's
This is
free
also
on it.
charges, so okay.
Charges, yeah. So, I guess counter deck for Joachim and Spies is Brues.
So I guess it's a 50-50 because you can one-shot it now, Joachim into Magna Division, into
That's
coup,
it.
but yeah, 50-50
Gets
loss.
Stefan.
Unfortunate for Tomciu.
That would have been a lot of points. This is worth doing. I'll just try to kill as many self-eaters as possible.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill
one
all
charge
but one.
short.
Yeah. Problem is, ooh, this is
This is a better value now since you're not dealing with both of them. Just. I must admit, like for a year, I didn't really see that. Well, we didn't see too many relic players, but usually when it was played, you don't see the red caches downside. But during this weekend, I've seen it twice already. Bleeding the points like this to the damage.
God really has flipped the situation because there is an Incubus in the grave, there is a Guncan in the grave. Lemon really high rolled this Necker. He got like the perfect order of things, I would say. Like the mulligans in round 3 as well. It really all worked out. Quite impressive, quite impressive. And with this, like, this was a good matchup, I think, for this Nilfgaard, and now it's looking kind of rough. Not looking great. If he got Magni Division from the first Joachim, that would have been very good points. But now it's looking dicey. As for the Lydia, not great. I guess Frost is okay.
A person of trifling import, you say?
Does enable the coup on one of the unicorns, but that's not very
Yeah.
not the greatest.
You kinda need 2 of them anyway to get the full value. Okay, so we are continuing flipping
You're
Magni
one
Division.
sexy witch, and I'm here to please.
Yeah. Oh. The Witch Apprentice right there. Oh, brother.
So,
Very rough spot.
so is it Lemon who actually built a deck to counter this Nilfgaard with the OP 3 charges, 4 charges by now, Bruce, as she says. If only you can play more of them.
So it seems, because it's looking like game 1 is for Lemon. This series is dead.
On my head, she said.
It's not gonna flip the board, it's not gonna do anything. And yep. Hey, it looks like it's game 1 for Lemon.
Not shabby at all.
Yeah, we got the emote from Tomciu as well. She... yeah, he probably was expecting a better result from this, but this Nilfgaard continues to impress. Although this felt like Tomciu's game throughout the round 1. So in game 2 of this semi-final, we'll have second semi-final
exactly.
after that, and final is also happening today. So a lot of
Long
Gwent.
day ahead of us.
We also have Gwent's casual problem of too many tournaments, because there is the Chinese Masters happening at the same weekend. So yeah, a lot of Gwent.
The game is too alive, bro. The game is too alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
I've seen
good.
25 viewers in the category in the morning today, so it kind of depends on who is live. But yeah, there is some activity going on every month, so that's nice. More than
Very
a
nice to see.
more than a year into the Gwentfinity, so
Very
Cool.
nice to see. And what else is nice is Dagon in round 1. He has it in his hand. Access to Brewers if he wants that. He really got a nice little hand in round 1, I would say. Toad in hand. Very nice. Tomciu is not disappointed with these draws, I would say.
yeah.
On the other hand, we have Lemon getting Cultivate. He does have a good hand for doing the good old play 3 cards and leave.
Yeah, the problem is, what if Tomciu decides to leave earlier?
Yep. Like
Then you have your
Temple
assassinations and ointments that don't really catch up that
Yeah.
easily.
I'm true thinking about the line, but this is really like the strong side of this Deathwish deck. The blue coin stuff. They play like 40 points in 3 cards easily.
Okay, so doesn't even go for the giant toad, just infuses all the dead
West side.
machines.
Yeah.
This time.
Expected lines, honestly.
Puts it on to the
West.
Bruce ritual,
Yeah.
so when you earn of shadows, that triggers it as well, right?
Extra points. With the like putting infusion on Brewers, this should be easily 40 to 50 points. I don't know. I'm not gonna do the math, but Inner Shadows turns out very good.
I'm just a sexy little call.
Succubus and a Siren. Nice.
So,
And the double bridge troll. This is a nice pull. Because bridge trolls really like good points if you can get a nice little consume going on. Yeah, 34 already. 2 cards.
already, that's 2 cards. You still have
Ah.
an active order on the Siren as well, so... The problem, like, your problem is your life is too good, you have Giant Toad Megascope.
Yeah, precisely. That is a low tempo play, so we'll see if he wants to play it in round 1, because right now, tempo pass is an option. After this next consume, oh boy, I was wrong about 40. It's like 50 plus.
Okay, so Lemon kinda establishing the Wilgefortz target if he needs to, but burning the Siren is not ideal as well. But to be fair,
Yes.
yeah, it also... okay.
Very good.
I was thinking maybe there is another consume, like if Dragon Warrior drops. But yeah, I would expect Tomciu would want to throw this Mega Scope into the mix.
As good as dead, that lot.
Well, 26 point difference after 3 cards.
So Nilfgaard done its part of the job, play Calvit and 2 tactics. Monsters decide that yeah, this tempo pass is not really worth it when you can actually have like relatively good plays. It's not like Nilfgaard is catching up easily anyway. So double toad carryover. Why
Very
not?
good. Dagon carry over double toad. One is Succubus is in the grave, which is nice. So this gives an opportunity for Lemon to dip. Which is what he does expected.
So Iron Light is at 5. Dagon's Call of the Depths is at 3 already because of the Brewis infusion, so you kinda need one more time, and you have AQ for that. You have Royal Decree for AQ as well.
Well, Tomciu should be satisfied with this round. Because he really got the hand that he wanted, like the setup graveyard that he wanted. It's like Succubus, like a single Succubus, very nice as well. He now has good control of the game. Should he decide, he can push. I guess like this Nilfgaard deck is weird. There's a bit of everything, you know. There's even a bit of assimilate.
Yep.
So
Once again, Lemon plays the cards. Bratens is here. Not really
And
featured
Vigo as
too
well.
many times. Yep.
well, with the recent buff, it's quite powerful.
Yeah, Henry in general caught a few nerfs to
Oh,
the
quite
card
a few.
himself to begin with, and then the others, but yeah, still being attempted on the tournament.
I wouldn't mind the bleed right now because with Calvit being played round 1, Tomciu knows that Lemon's hand is really stacked. Like really full of golds, which it is. Yep, exactly. The highlight on Bleeder is good because of this being Shroop. It's in Slave 5.
Yeah,
But, there are ways for Lemon to do some little bit of damage. I mean, maybe a Rune Mage can do something. Maybe a Lydia.
yeah. So Tomciu
Beautiful.
decides not to consume.
Oh, this is a Shroop without the Rune Mage. Mage? Are we gonna see a Mage? Yep, we are. 13 damage. Doesn't get the yoink.
13 damage. Looks
He was
like
really looking
maybe
for the steal.
No, okay. Doesn't get the no kill, so extra free consume for monsters.
He was really looking for the steal because
Yeah.
whatever you steal, it was very good points, but fortunately missed the 60% chance. But
Yeah.
Lemon, that's a bit of a shame.
But also,
true, yeah, as you said.
also kind of punished. Shoop player playing Shoop without the Rune Mage. It
Oh, it was the
happens.
spot, right? It was the
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
The 60%, on paper, it doesn't look bad. But now we have Tomciu ready to set up the AQ. That's the final infusion we're looking at. Dagon's gonna come out, right?
Yep.
It is.
And now you're not even pressed to consume, as in, there are locks. But I guess you are forced to consume because of the enslaved leader and some damage, as
Exactly.
you said, from Rune Mage, so at least consume once. And then roll with it.
Exactly. And we see like the round 1 carryover from Tomciu really coming into full effect right now. Double Toad, Dagon. Look at the point difference, my goodness.
Yeah.
And he has a consume ready. My goodness. Very, very good bleed. Very good carryover. It's Lemon in an awkward spot again. Okay, he did manage to recover the previous time, so... Oh, this Rope Enslaved does have some aces in his pockets, you know, up his sleeves or whatever, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, even without Stefan, it has some plays, but yeah, a lot of ground to cover. Of course, like the full gold hand cannot complain. If you're ever recovering from a 30-40 point deficit, it is with full golden hand. Okay, so 50-50 is rolled. And
Very nice.
the second siren, sadly, for Lemon is not getting some extra points.
Yeah, and Dagon consume as well. 52 point difference, my goodness. That's not easy to catch up. And these units didn't go very tall, like 14 on Dagon, 15 on Toad. That's not too tall. With this deny on the mushy truffle, some points as well. Those points might end up mattering, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such grandeur?
Nice bit of synergy with the Siren bridge draw. But 43, okay, bro.
Well, slowly getting there, step by step.
Succubus is like next turn, it's about to come online, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's a solid heat wave as well. All this time, Erendite just ticking.
Yeah, cannot dip twice into that, but by the round 3 you'll have one big sword. So that's...
It's like 13, 14 plus points, right?
Yep, at the moment he's already nearing the 10. So Lemon is establishing carryover. I'm not sure if he's playing that wish, but maybe even Henry can give you something so that you trigger the Toad.
Well, doesn't have an answer, as I said. Erendite in the deck. Brothens doesn't get an answer. We can start with the Succubus. It's not a bad play by any means. The problem is like the enslaved leader, right? You can consume it maybe once. That enslaved leader is ready to steal Succubus.
Okay.
Decides the boss. Fair enough.
Enough, 30 points. Kinda should.
Like, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah,
Right?
like even with leader you're not getting there, so...
It'd be like I don't know, a rune mage, high roll or something. Try to get you
17
out.
point rune mage?
I don't know. And there is there is
yeah.
a similar. Oh wait, like Vigo? Yeah.
The senses
Yeah.
can be fooled easily.
Yeah, that's not making the points though. Well, oh well, with leader it
Ah.
does, so I guess. But then you are...
Oh my, I would rather go to parts now.
Yeah.
The hand is stacked. Oh my god, very, very rough spot. You either play one of your good golds or use the enslave on a doomed Toad.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that, sadly, for Lemon, but Tomciu should be happy, gets the Succubus.
Exactly.
Well, they're still susceptible to locks. You have a double Peller. Double Peller is probably not the hand pair you want to keep for round 3.
Single one might be nice to
Yeah,
counter
single
Redea, right?
probably, but then maybe extra although you have too many consumes. Maybe double Peller is the dream. Like, not much left there. Megascope, Toad, you have double and Dragon Warrior. You're not really afraid of getting Vilgefortz anymore, as it's gone.
I think there's leader charge left for Tomciu as well, right?
Yep, one. No Toads though. All those have been deadloft.
It is a bronze-looking hand, but oh, yeah, he goes for the dot. Fair enough. He's not gonna be short on consumes. He does have the double pellet, which is interesting.
Yeah, so decided to sacrifice and drag a warrior, get the toad. Okay, so unlock established.
It's ready.
Boundless they are.
It's see like a Oglet drop. Problem is, like, now you're not getting ahead, so Erendite's gonna stop ticking for the time being. Right? And with 8 cards in hand, it's gonna be a while before the succubus starts to work.
Yeah, so your Foglet spellers, toads, they kind of have the purpose, but you need the succubus train running. Awkward.
Yep. Very bronze-looking hand. Lemon did manage to catch up. Erendite's at 11. A lot of points. We do see the Foglet. Oh, I think it's not gonna get locked. That's not the prime target. It'd be time for like a Henry.
6 points, but yeah, stopping Succubi is the
Much more. Right.
line.
Could be a Henry now, or like a Vial. Some kind of neutral drop, you know, just to not do much, really. Yep. And he plays it, tries to deny the... Oh, he does use the lock, that's interesting. He knows the deck, he knows there's no answer to anything tall, so he just wants to deny Erendite value, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, pillar number 1 might be
The realm of the
happening,
lily severs
exactly.
your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
Quite crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Double pillar.
not often you see a Peller unlocking a freaking Foglet in a competitive game because, well, it's not often that it's getting locked. Ah, there we go.
Yep.
We're not done
A
yet.
bit of a carryover
Oh,
of Nilfgaard.
experimental
Yeah.
remedy.
So,
There's a 2-card difference right now, but oh, that experimental remedy.
so
Again, like, this, the Lemon has tricks up his sleeve, I'm telling you, bro. It looked hopeless after round 1, and then he
Yeah.
just flips it around.
yeah,
The round 2 catch up again. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, something we didn't really focus on, and then that experimental remedy actually denying the graveyard. Now you do have double succubus, but you kind of need to play them.
Yep.
Okay. So
And Erendite's gonna stay at 11, right? It's gonna be played for 11 points. Plus, it didn't get the echo value. It's only gonna get played once. Looking a bit suspicious, I say.
and then there is always the X factor of the spread dive is not doing much. There is a
It's not.
Henry as well, which can swing left or right quite heavily. No tutors, of course, to pick the rest of the created cards for either of players. But even the ones that go into hand
pay no heed to my
might
face.
have a big impact.
Really not an impactful Lydia playing for
Yeah.
9 points flat. But I don't know. Then nothing. I like the nice part of Lydia is sometimes you can create an answer for something. It didn't happen this time around. There's not much to answer on Tomciu's board. And this does put the Hyper Mentor at Adrenaline, but it's gonna get like +5 or something, +4.
I mean, with Henry,
Yeah,
it will be
Henry,
12 most likely.
very, very good. Yeah, exactly. So it might be time for Henry after this.
Yeah, might want to Rune
Rune
Mage
Mage, yeah.
first too. So it should be Rune Mage,
Pro
Henry.
Mage, Henry, pretty much, yeah.
I'm just a sexy little call.
And also since you are... wait, no. Should really go for Rune Mage into another experimental remedy or
Experimental,
something.
yeah, that would be nice.
knowing how Lemon is on the roll at the moment, that sounds like a pretty Lemon line.
Let's see.
Okay.
He does pick it.
Doesn't find
Does
it,
get it.
but well,
Wow.
sometimes you high roll, sometimes you don't.
The knight might not be bad. Like, he has more units on his side.
More units.
Let us settle this once and for all.
Do you
Yeah,
actually
more units.
handite?
It's not a bad idea, right? What else
Because
do you
it's
have?
2 extra points, yeah, so actually it's not
Easy.
like handite was growing, so just
yeah.
just a target, but it's fine. So any reason to not give Kingslayer? Nothing is left, so I guess you actually can just give a Kingslayer. Not much value.
You can, oh, that's funny. You can
Yeah.
give him, yeah. Kingslayer is probably the best idea.
Although I guess it's a toad that's getting consumed, and then like, it's
Yeah.
not the worst, it's
Does-
not the best.
I was about to say he could pick Stefan, because it is 1 power more, technically, right?
Yeah, like not risking it for no reason. Those are
Not the
kinda.
great.
Wait, you have Gales into Imlerate, but
Oh.
it's still not good with a Mentor in hand.
Yeah. So,
So,
ranged
Kelly.
roll Kelly. Yeah.
9
happy.
points.
I guess he wanted to play on the safe side, because I don't think Stefan was going to, like, Kingslayer Lethal was going to do much, right? He could have transformed into another succubus, I guess, eventually.
Nah, there are just no consumes, so I guess
Yeah,
it
no
would have
consumes,
been
like-
a toad that you consume
Toad?
and then get the toad back while playing the last succubus of the game. But
Right. Still, that's like a bit too late, don't you think? So I guess Stefan makes sense as a 5 power flat. Not the greatest Henry, I would say. Obviously, enabling Mentor is nice.
yeah,
But like the cards that went to the hand, not the greatest.
yeah, but overall still a positive value. So is it a value worth 12 provisions? Well, the adrenaline is probably worth it, so that every time it's slightly different. That's why some people like Henry a lot. Yes, it backfires at times, but it's fine.
I don't have a date.
Yeah, it's looking like Tomciu just doesn't have enough points. In
Not nearly
hand.
enough points. It's gonna be like a fair difference. Single succubus. Teller is playing for like nothing.
Okay.
It's not that I'm not listening.
10
Yeah.
points or so, 11.
Short by like 12, yeah.
Right. Well, Lemon does it again. Even with like a Henry that wasn't the greatest, he still gets it. He survived the round 2 bleed. He really managed to catch up somehow. It was like 52, 53 points at some point in round 2, but he managed to flip it.
They might be a bit weaker after a series of balance councils, but they're still quite competitive. As
In
the
tournament scene especially, right? With controlled coin, getting the... For example, like getting Erna Shadow's blue coin on Death Wish, very powerful. And we do see NR Witchers. Well,
So
Tomciu does decide to show us everything.
Yeah. I'll show you what I got. So that's also nice to see the deck variety. People jumping in and out of the tournament play. So maybe somebody didn't see the previous one with the Witchers prevalent. So in this tournament you also get some Witchering going. People just trying to push the release of Witcher 4.
Oh, the digits dropped off.
Yeah, Witchers
That one
have
filled
been
back up.
receiving a lot of love recently in terms of balance council changes. Doesn't get the All God Tomciu, doesn't really draw it in round 1, naturally, so... Offering it is, denying tags. Solid response for the Mutants Maker, honestly.
Another
More tags
double
being
tagged
dropped.
unit.
Yeah.
Trail of the Grasses, dealing 6 damage. Do we see that? Do we go all tag control?
I don't know if that's an idea yet, right? It's early into round 1, and that's when NR Witches doesn't really have too much in terms of control, right? It has Heatwave, it has Trial, but it does get play.
Yeah, it does get the play. It's just that if your attempt is to keep Syndicate in this round, you kind of need to overwhelm. Like Shady Vendor is what, 4 plus tactical advantage, 9 points. Are you playing 9 points and 10 points next turn? I'm not so certain.
It kind of does work because now Lemon, with all the uninteractivity going on, he might have to play a vendor front row or like something like that. Maybe I don't know. Vendor's so powerful in this deck. Pulling the strings. Really want to commit it in round 1, and just for some proactivity. I don't know. Such a powerful card in this deck.
Okay,
Yep,
so
just
dumps. Do we see playing into the Toll Punish? No? Okay.
Honest 6 for 5. What's not to love?
Yeah. Well, there are more poisons, so might as well just let the hounds run a little bit early, just for fun.
I guess Lemon did let the dogs out. We finally
Yep.
found out.
Finally, what, 30 years later?
That's all it took. Could be a like the student.
Yeah. Retrieve the bolt. I know. I'm
Yep.
on it.
Yep. Enables the
So,
target practice.
yeah,
Enables-
that's what I was like afraid of. You spend 2 control cards, but you're still letting them out of the round. The ganks are running free.
Now, like, he has 1 offering and a heat wave left. And that's about it in terms of control.
Well, there is a
Right.
Eskel as well, I guess.
Eskel,
There are, what, Relicts and Witchers in the deck, so anything is a fair game, because in Novigrad only humans are allowed to leave, it seems like.
so it seems.
Okay, there is the Dwarf. And the Little Bird. Where is the bird category for Vivian and Little Bird?
Oh, that's an idea. Someone hire this man. Yeah, round 1, going to Tomciu. No one getting mulligan, which is probably a good idea. Still no All God, which is unfortunate for him because that All God, like, I don't want to see him play that.
Aniramance is a quite unreliable card.
Look, man, at least now it's 12 provision, so at least you have 12 provision sitting in your deck and not 13. It makes you feel a little better, a tiny bit better, man. You miss it, but at least it's cheaper. It's EK7 drop. He's highlighting it. Could be a front row Witcher being played as well. Yep.
The wonders of projectiles and ranged weaponry.
It's early into round 2, so you kind of want to test the waters. This is engine, so play it early, get some value. Why not?
Yeah, bait Junior, if that gets committed immediately, you happy, because you know what's happening. Second Mutant Maker, second offering.
Might
Should
be. Those 2 tags are very precious. Again, you might want to leave it for no, you don't.
Nah.
Just kind of leave it for Little Bird, right? Pink from Witcher plus Little Bird plus offering on Little Bird, not a bad idea.
Yeah, like with the double tag, triple tag, if leader is committed, Little Bird would be quite big.
Jesus,
But at the
something
moment,
dropped.
yeah.
Sorry, something dropped from my table. That scared me very much. We're good, we're good.
It's nice to hear that nothing major is happening.
No worries. That was a bit unexpected. We have
Banking
banking in round 2, fair enough.
into a bunch of bronzes. The Furko is somewhere deeper,
very
and
much down.
Novigrad is nowhere to be seen. Novigrad could have been the card that Lemon was searching
Only
for.
one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
2 tags. What a surprise.
Yeah, but all 4 double tagged units are out now.
That's true.
You cannot take this Syndicate Novigrad gang stack into a long round 3 as Witchers, especially without control, and be happy about it. Although you do have a big play with coin if you finally find your Olgat and manage to establish them at 6.
Yep. I know, I do expect Tomciu to go a bit into this round. Yeah, Seren maybe? Something like that. Clock is ticking, Tomciu, you kind of have to do something.
That's... Well, that's
Yes, Seren.
hopefully a caster's rope. Ah, okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
If he was
It-
going
it-
for
it
more
really
pinks, then it might have been a round crow Witcher, but with this, it's fine. Even if it was
just the
a rope.
caster's rope. Just the caster's rope, it's fine. He was thinking up until the last point. It's fair enough, and now we're gonna get the little bird. Sorry.
Blind dice. Attack. So you have your crown splitters, cut-ups, blind dice. There is a leader.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
What's the tags all of a sudden?
A
And now,
little bit of spending with a little bird.
that second offering would have come in handy, right?
Yeah.
The Witcher on front row, ready to hit it. That's what I was saying, lack of control. Like, what do you even do as Tomciu now? You're committed to the round, you're at 6 cards. Yeah, fair enough. Vesemir.
So yeah, picks up Vesemir. This Mahakamiel is not doing much unless you... Okay. Fair enough. Unless you just seeing that you might be losing a card and this is your like trade card.
Well, the round's not over just yet.
Yeah.
4 tags on the board, so pulling the strings cannot steal anything really. 1 tag short, I say.
Yeah, your only source of fire sword is like a reasonable
Something
source.
you really
is,
don't.
yeah, Jacques.
Something you really don't want to play. You have 3 spenders on the board, you really don't need anymore. One coin short to play a shady vendor. This DJ
And now,
is.
time to settle things.
Ah, beautiful. I think he's gonna.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
It also doesn't give you the cash for the...
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is a play that we just witnessed.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
I'd have done it better. But anyway, congratulations.
we do get the emote.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Okay. Yeah, 13 provisions, king of beggars, everyone. Double crown splitter, tunnel drill and Furko, double blind eye. I don't know, Lemon did roll the Shoop without Rune Mage. Did
Yeah, now this.
do the Mastermind, so he's taking some
Oh.
risks. Not all of them
Throw
are
the
paying
dice.
off.
Gotta throw the dice, but this time around it really did not pan out. Oh. Oh. On the other hand, Tomciu stacking them very over for round 3. And even if short round 3 is enough, the Witcher 3 plus coin, right? Generate some sick value.
Slow, ain't ya?
It's just... Is only Witcher Trio coin enough? It might be, like Lemon spent a few things. There's also like short for coins because of the King of Beggars.
It's a funny little interaction now with Vesemir boosting the shielded Witcher. Now it makes like bloody good friends able to ping it once and not bleed it, which made Orson able to kill it in one turn. Funnily, that boost actually worked against Tomciu in that case. And now he's back to trading, I guess. Is he gonna really? Oh, high roll. Hit the Orson, please.
And location buff goes to...
Yep.
I guess Kelder. Everything else seems to be...
Yeah.
So,
Could have been an Eskel? No, it cannot have been an Eskel. It's definitely Keldar.
so that was a very fast collusion.
Illusion, yeah.
Giving some money, giving some buffs.
Well, now that you have the tags, you kind of have to do it. I don't know how many tags are on the board, but right now I don't think Lemon can steal anything with pulling the strings, right? He can use it as a profit. I think there's
Bloody
6,
good
right?
friends. So we have cut-ups, crown splitters, blind dice and tight cloaks. Yeah.
Not enough. So
Vesemir has been buffed to 5 power, so yeah.
he
It's
cannot
like
really
the
steal.
curse of some of the cards. Somebody buffed all the Witchers to 5, so now all your 4 damage specials and cards that interact. But you don't need to steal anything if your opponent is passing.
I think Lemon would have been in a very good spot if not for that King of Beggars. That's just very unfortunate for him. So now you have like you do have double tag on Shock. You have Little Bird able to generate the tag possibly. Some poisons, fair enough.
Finally, Olgot is coming.
No
At
one
the moment, you
airmans you.
cannot take a mulligan, right? Like, you need
It's very-
access to coin as
Very
well.
risky. Very risky, so.
Uh,
He does it.
okay.
Bit of
Fair
risk
enough.
taking happening. But it's fine. Little Bird can get like a crown splitter from the drill. Easy answer on Novigrad.
Who's this? Not sure for what just yet, but
Okay, that should be...
Oh.
The Shock. More
Yeah,
categories.
Lemon will not have a spender problem by any means. He will have, however, a coin problem. Which is unfortunate. Like, imagine having that King of Beggars right now. That's a world of difference.
So,
Unexpected.
and
God.
God arrest
are you
him,
buffing
mortal.
coin and the trio so that you just spend
I
your
don't.
uprising leader to make Vesemir 5 as well?
Right? There's little in way of interaction left for Lemon, right? There's a drill. Tomciu doesn't know if it's in the hand or not, but very little left in terms of interaction. So yeah, I would expect it to go like for as much boost as possible. Little Bird, fair enough. They're playing very fast now, but this is mostly lines of play which are quite linear. Probably Witchers now, or like a Nail. But Nail kind of plays into a poison-ish situation.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, the drill offsets one of the Witchers, like you can pull it off only on 2 units, which is not really fantastic.
Yeah, like both of them failed to draw. Lemon failed to draw the drill, which would have done some offsetting on the points. On the other hand, Tomciu did not draw Eskil as well, so
There is a Kelder as well. Would have
Giga
been,
killed out. Giga
would have
killed
been
out.
nice to have instead of an Ale.
Too old for this shit.
I think that's why he took the final risky mulligan, but out of a middle result, right? He didn't brick the witches, but he also didn't draw Eskil or Keldar, which would have been a lot of points.
The coin with all the tags, able to steal the Vesemir, so you are doing your buffing on limited amount of units anyway.
Yep.
Even if the drill is not offsetting one of them.
Any last words?
This is not. He cannot boost the Quen, so he's gonna probably gonna do this, which is a very good idea.
Scytheman is an amazing third unit to have. 13 against Shady Wander. There is no cashback or anything.
Oh, imagine having the King the Beggars right about now.
20 points,
Lord,
Shady
oh
Wander. With the little bird being present, you are also like slightly short on coins, so you'll try to get something that, well, it's not that hard to get something that gives you coins. Bouncy 3,
Life is a virtuous life.
and Lemon is short by 5,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think there was a high roll route there exactly.
All about that King of Beggars, pretty much. All about that King of Beggars.
Yeah, okay, GG's, nicely done by Tomciu. Lemon took a slight misstep there, and Slight is just underselling it probably.
Pretty much decided the game, I'd say.
Go. This is as a reminder for those who joined later. This is the first semi-final. It was happening quite fast for Lemon, but now with one of the strongest decks in the game, he has to win 1 out of 3 attempts. Let's see if Tomciu can resist.
It is expected from Tomciu to play once again on blue coin. Deathwish doesn't get,
Okay.
without the mulligans, he doesn't really get direct access to Dagon. He does have a decree, does have a Brewis, which is very nice.
Yeah. Considering you're missing Deathlove AQ as well.
Yep.
As well as control. You kinda
You can somehow draw it, that would be great. Doesn't.
drawing
Wow.
those bronze Deathwish units is also not what you want with the. Yeah. Okay, at
Okay,
least
at least he got that, yeah.
one of the 2 Deathwish golds is available, so you kinda can spend the Royal Decree.
Yeah, this final mulligan getting the Whispering Hillock, pretty nice. Keeps one of the Succubi in hand, which is good as well.
Only one
This is-
Cyclops in this version, so in terms of control we
Exactly.
have the Cyclops, Heatwave, Irondite, Riptide.
And it's a bit unfortunate to not have the Siren in the deck. That would have been nice, right? Pulling the Siren round 1 just for that tempo
Yeah.
would be nice. Double Troll, I expect
What's the
to get
consume?
infused.
And Dragon Warrior is here, so can consume multiple pooled units. The problem is like opponent playing poisons. At the same time, those poisons are 1 per turn, so
Double Pillar, bro. The double Pillar's gonna carry.
double Pellar, and also like you can sacrifice one of your consumes, so it's not that trivial for Lemon to.
Oh,
Yeah, so
is it about? Please do it. I mean, you have 2 pillars. You can play one. No biggie.
There we go.
Exactly. Exactly. Beautiful interaction right there. Even purifies the deck. They go funnily enough.
So yeah, Dagon is not the most important, not the most tallest, at least before consuming, not the tallest unit on the board you'll have, so expanding purifies and consumes on it is not what you want to see. It also kind of doesn't have the death wish on its own, so like, you might be forced to sacrifice him to poisons.
Yeah, at this point it's fine. It's just that playing one pillar to trade with Fistek is very nice, because you don't know how many poisons Lemon draw in round 1, right? So it's always, I think, a worthy interaction too. And expected Brues. And playing it, yeah, with a fog, very nice.
Oh. We're not done if you can still
Okay,
blow.
pulls, honestly.
Yeah,
Even the toad is out.
Getting
Why
toad
not?
is nice. As you don't really want to play them from hand too often.
Oh,
Gives
this is
you-
funny. He got it from the he got it from the Eventide Blender. Doesn't use it. But that's a funny roll. From
wait, the
Eventide Blender.
Cyclops kind of answers it, but you probably don't want to spend Cyclops in this situation.
I would really not do that.
Yeah, and just throw in Foglet would be so funny.
I think it's time for either a Consume or an Omega Scope.
Yeah, might.
Omega Scope. One of those two. Let's use a Cyclops, that's crazy. Wow.
Wait, what did he throw? I guess it doesn't
Which
matter
throw?
as he was winning. Yeah, I don't know, I just
Oh.
like the Foglet.
I like the Omega Scope.
Well, yeah, that would be like a very good play for the future myself. I wish I played Megascope in that place, says Tomciu right about now. Okay, King of Beggars, nice to have it as the first row, so that you are sending it back.
He mulliganed it back so he can pick it with Dijkstra again.
Yeah, that's the dream.
That's the game plan. And I have double Megascope in hand. Like, what do you really do with it?
Toad, Megascope. But once again, you don't want to pass. So, probably Mulligan Megascope, at least one of them. So, like, getting extra sirens or whatnot is... No. Okay. So the
I know
plan is
Mulligan
to
for Lemon.
Omegascope now.
I suppose. Final mulligan for Lemon being a Novigrad. We'll see what Tomciu does. That final mulligan, very nice. Obviously, it waves present, but still.
Yeah.
Very nice final mulligan.
The standard play from all the Deathwish players recently in the tournaments was like, yeah, I'll slam Deathlef immediately. No biggie.
Well, he did it.
Felt like
He
it
did
was scripted recently, but yeah.
You wouldn't
There are
want to
bronzes to
hurt,
start with.
would you?
It has many upsides, you know, pushes tempo, forces opponent to play good cards to catch up. Erendite keeps sticking, etc, etc. I don't know, Lemon has a fair bit of answers in hand. Downside for Lemon is poisons require 2 turns, 2 cards, so... Always the consume, like a second pillar, things that can deny your poison.
Trickery! Treachery!
Okay, so there we
There it
go for
is.
the Deathlef.
It's gonna do the insta.
So the issue here is with the drill on the board, Lemon can answer the AQ Deathlef interaction.
Yep, just
by
need a
playing-
crime. Need a crime and some coins.
Yeah.
Doesn't do it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's interesting.
I guess this is a coin
Yep.
gain as well.
I feel like this is a really... If you can deny a deadlock, why not, you know?
Only one of us will
Lemon
still
disagrees.
stand by the end of the day.
Fair enough. I mean, the Arahus Queen Succubus interaction is quite
well, yeah.
similar, but if you are planning to try to pull the strings, Succubus will probably be the target.
Right now, Lemon has 2 tags on the board. It's not a lot. Like with the little bird, that's 3 tags. Still not a lot.
Yeah. Megascopes are starting to roll out, trying to multiply the toads. So,
And to think if there's a downside for Tomciu to use Arachus Queen
Don't know what I know about him, that's for sure.
on the top. Now there's 4 tags, fair enough. You'll not be getting ahead. And Tomciu could technically just do the Megascope spam. He does. Bit low tempo, but the carryover is glorious.
are there even like enough death wishes to trigger? 1, 2, 3.
Problem is, like, one toad got stolen. He does
Yeah.
manage to stay consistently just a little bit ahead for Erendite to tick.
Yeah, it's
Now he's no
already at
longer ahead.
10.
Yep. Well, might need to see an Arachus Queen commit, but apparently not, right?
Yeah.
This
Just toad deck, a new archetype.
yeah, it's
Oh.
not a Deathwish deck, it's a Toad deck. Darko,
But
Is that you?
there is another pulling the strings, so
No
all
less
your toading and Syndicate is here to act
This
as a
pulling-
Nilfgaard.
just pulling the strings is like 15 plus points.
Yeah.
It denies so much.
And now,
Very,
like,
very
the AQ is still there, but now you're barely catching up or getting ahead on the slightly, so Lemon will have no problem of getting a card. So yeah,
How do
this
you
is the pass.
manage to keep one toad? I suppose. Not the greatest.
It's 1 toad, 1 succubus, and there is 1 in graveyard, 1 in location. So you hope to get that rolling. Well, there is no pulling the strings. Well, there are still vendors, but tags are missing at the moment, so you're relatively safe. There is a regular question of like, what do you
Counting
play
the
as an
consume-
opener?
Yeah. He's also counting the consumes to see how many he needs in his hand.
Also, there is like
Yep.
a big sword that you really want to
Exactly.
see.
Exactly.
Oh, and Lemon showing how it's done. Can Tomciu replicate? Yes. Getting Vivaldi Bank to just have the flexibility. Of course, you kinda have Sigi, so
Perhaps a
you
different
have
field.
tutoring, but
An active one.
it's still nice to have extra coins from Bank.
Good spot for Lemon because that final mulligan was very nice. Bang. Able to access Junior, able to access Rock, right? One of them cards. This might be a little bird being dropped, but it's very. There's no tags, nothing to buff. Ugh. Erendite sticking.
Yeah. Do you commit Ironite immediately if a little bird is getting dropped?
Well, what else do you kill, right? I mean, Lemon's not going to run out of spenders, right? With the leader ability, with I don't know. I don't think he's gonna run out of spenders, right? He's gonna possibly get an access to Rock or something. It's mostly about denying the value spenders, right? Rock a little down.
Shock is a little bit at the
Could be
bottom.
bloody. Nope, he does pick it. Bloody Good Prince was at the top, but I suppose he decides it's still. Well, it's 2 tags.
Can't really get it out of there and well, he could have spent everything. But
Yeah, are you-
you kinda
do you-
lacking coins.
What do you do? Tomciu, right?
Okay, so
Nice.
one attack.
The nice Salamandra, but isn't the mutated Hound Salamandra as well?
Yeah.
So you don't deny much, right?
Yeah.
In terms of tags, at least.
You deny flexibility of spending, but like, yeah, Little Bird is there, KOB is getting triggered.
Exactly. Rough spot for Tomciu, honestly. AQ not the greatest. Does he have access to Dagon? How many consumes?
I think it was
I don't
3,
know.
no...
Oh.
Wait,
Alright.
where is it?
Two, all the way down, all the way
Ah,
down.
yeah, there are 2. So
Ah,
there's AQ and there
it's
is the
not
Bridge
happening.
Troll in the deck. Yeah, it's not coming back.
Wow, that is very bad for Tomciu. Those points would have been massive. Absolutely. Those final bottom 2 cards, like the Bridge Troll that has the Infusion and Erendite, that is very, very bad for Tomciu.
Okay,
This
so
is a necessary consume. If Tomciu counted the poisons, he knows there's only one Fist deck, but there's also the ability from Shady Vendor to pull.
yeah,
on front row.
this is the
Like,
Phantom.
even either a Plunder or a Fist deck, right? Plunder into an Abomination. Chances aren't all that low, right? If you played front row.
Yeah. So Lemon by now knows that there is no control.
Poison is most likely not going to do anything because there's enough consumes to keep countering the poisons.
Follow me.
Unless you somehow get an Abomination and keep it for a round, it's always gonna stay alive. And now you have so many things for Lemon happening.
Into the cauldron.
Like, fair enough, you're gonna have to hit the AQ, but that's really not a problem. It's all about the points on the board,
Yeah.
and Lemon has them. Illusion not played,
there is
Little
still
Bird.
one Toad, so some action gonna be happening on Tomciu's side of the board as well. And it's kinda starting now with AQ order spawning the drones, Doldulok.
Yes. It made sense to play the AQ front row. You really need as many points as you can, so this Araha Swarm, I'll take it. Might be a... from Doldulok, like a Chimera or something. You have a Succubus in the grave, is it even worth it? Might be a
I mean,
Succubus,
you
there is one in the
you
grave.
need to trigger the Toad.
Yeah,
I'm just a
there's one in the
sensitive
grave.
fucked up machine called life.
Fair enough.
So consumes AQ this turn as well.
This makes sense.
And
I don't
It's
have
a
Oh.
surprisingly good AQ on Riptide, right?
yeah.
Not the primary target, but it kind of worked. And with the fact that you could spawn Araha Swarm as well, that was solid points.
Not one escapes.
Yoink,
pulling the
mine
strings.
now! And
Yep.
now you have double and Draga Warrior, you can eat all the drones you want. Doesn't
Seems
mean...
like that's the end of the line. We might be seeing the end of this series right now.
Bapanada.
Not a lot of left for Tomciu to do. Like, what, 7 points each? I guess.
Yeah. Leader charge doesn't give you anything. So
Let's see
yeah,
if,
need to play Lara Doran in this list apparently. Like look at all this swarm.
The Swarm, yeah. This is a Toad Swarm list actually, not Death Wish.
Yeah.
Um,
Lemon is also playing weird pile. Consumes in Syndicate,
like
but not that we
everyone's
should.
playing Toads. Everyone's playing
Yeah.
Toads. It's a Toad list all around. See if a Dagon would have made the difference. Like the final consume, 8 points, right?
Yeah.
So it's just one
kinda
short of
doubt it with the collusion being primed to go here.
Ran off in fear of
Oh
her
my
father
god,
being
6 for 2 coins. Why not? That sounds like good value to me.
Yeah. You can try that. Go to shop and offer them. Like, okay, I'll pay you 2 coins, 2 euros, or whatever, and I will take value of 6.
Yeah, no Dagon would have helped here, I think. It's just not enough.
Like the little bird alone
It's just
is
really
here.
enough. Once again, Erendite only played once, right? It's in the graveyard waiting. There will be no round for it to play again. 16, great.
Yep.
Lemon takes it, he's in the final.
You made your offering.
So many points, my goodness.
Yeah, doesn't even spend all of them, getting a 17 ahead with half of the bank available. GG's. Well, we thank Tomciu for participating.
Yep,
Bringing,
solid gameplay.
yeah, bringing some interesting decks or like modifications of decks as well, if talking about the more standard Death Wish. But Lemon is yeah, becoming a finalist here after 3-1 victory in the